Hey YouTube, what's going on everybody? It is your boy Conflicts bringing you guys a brand new video and my first video of the new decade. My first video here in 2020, and I thought what would be more fitting than putting some old Black Ops 2 gameplay in the background along with this idea and this topic I wanted to discuss today, which is going to be my top 10 Call of Duties of the decade. So yes, the decade is now over. We're into a brand new age of Call of Duties, and I wanted to discuss out of all, I believe there was 11 Call of Duties that dropped within the decade, and only 10 of those are going to make my top 10 list, and I think you guys might know which one's probably going to be last. But yeah, I just thought that this gameplay right here, this Black Ops 2 gameplay, would just be perfect. I've had it saved up on my computer for a while. It's a 200 plus solo playing multi-team hardpoint on Hijacked. And if you guys don't know, man, multi-team hardpoint is the move. If you guys played Black Ops 2 as tryhards, I want to say I was the fourth person ever to drop a solo 200 plus, but at the time I had nothing to record it with, and so this gameplay has just been kind of saved up on my computer now, and I figured what better way to use it than here in this video. So let's hop into my top 10 list of Call of Duties this decade. So we're going to start from number 1 and we're going to work our way down. So my number 1 Call of Duty, I'm sure this is not a surprise to you, but my number 1 Call of Duty is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. There's just so much you could do. The kill streaks were just insane, so much fun. They introduced score streaks, the pick 10 class setups, and everything about this game is just fantastic, and I wish they could just make another game like this. I've never felt more of an incentive to play a Call of Duty than this one. I played this game for 4 years, from 2012 to 2016. I absolutely love this Call of Duty, and it will always be something special in my heart. And coming in at number 2, we got Call of Duty Black Ops 1. This game introduced the Blackbird, which is my favorite kill streak, aka the Orbital VSAT, aka the Hater. My favorite kill streak in all the Call of Duty. It's just the best, man. The Black Ops 1 was so good. There was a few things that I didn't like about it, like Ghost, you didn't have to move for it to be active. But in every Call of Duty, like every Treyarch Call of Duty, I should say, after that, they introduced where you have to be moving for Ghost to work, so they fixed their problem. And coming in at number 3, this one might be a little bit of a surprise to you guys. Maybe not. But I'm putting Black Ops 3 right here in my top 3. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, and to an extent, the black market was probably one of the things that holds it from being higher. But I just liked it because, man, everybody on this game, I mean everybody, seriously ran around. The only thing I really didn't like about it, though, was the Specialist. And this was the first game to introduce Specialist into the series. But I get it, they were just trying something new, and it just didn't really work out. But they kept it going for a couple of years. But I was a fan of the jetpack games. I just liked it because it sped up, and I think that movement is something you have to master to be good at these games. If you weren't good with the movement, then you probably weren't good at the game. But yeah, Black Ops 3 in my top 3. Those are my top 3 all Black Ops games. Coming in at number 4, we got Modern Warfare 3. This game is super awesome, super fun. This one's held down by the death streaks and support kill streaks. Those really plagued the game throughout the year, but for its time, it was definitely something new, something a little bit different, and I thought it did good. And the Moab kill streak was really fun. Didn't end the game, so you could just keep calling in Moabs on top of Moabs, and yeah, it was just super fun, and it's super nostalgic. And coming in at number 5 on my list, we got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. You guys are probably gonna hate me and stuff like that, but I think Infinite Warfare did a lot of things right. I don't like having certain weapons where you could only get the nuke if you had that certain weapon. I think that was kind of dumb. But other than that, man, just based off of fast-paced gameplay, that game was really fun and fast-paced. And that was one of the games that I was in the top. I believe I was in the top 100 for leaderboards on that game on the Xbox One before I made my transition over to the PS4, and yeah, that game is just fantastic. I love it. Coming in at number 6, I'm gonna put Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered here, and yeah, Modern Warfare Remastered it definitely hit the nostalgic part. I already experienced COD 4, and you know, it was just like one of those things where it's like I've already played it, what more can you do to make it fun? I definitely grinded it a little bit, but it definitely wasn't something that I wanted to sit there and play. And I was having a lot of fun at the time with Infinite Warfare. And yeah, so it's going to hold the number 6 spot. Coming in at number 7, we got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Once again, they introduced the specialist, and the black market system was terrible. I wasn't a fan of the battle passes. Granted, you didn't have to buy them, but I just wasn't a fan of all the DLC stuff that they had to add into the game. Kind of the same thing with Black Ops 3, but there was no battle pass. I didn't buy supply drops, so it's like on Black Ops 3 to get the crates or the crypto keys, I guess, and then buying stuff. But in Black Ops 4, getting the crates and just hoping that you don't get a weapon charm or a spray. And on top of that, the kill streaks weren't all that great in Black Ops 4. There was a couple of fun ones, but other than that, Black Ops 4 is just kind of dry, and the specialists are kind of dumb. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we got Call of Duty World War II. This game I didn't really play all that much because I just didn't like how like dull it was, and I get it, they were trying to nail like this realistic aspect to the game, but that's just not what Call of Duty needs. We want like crazy colors and intense fast gameplay. We want crazy kill streaks and stuff like that, and World War II just didn't bring that, and I wasn't a fan of the divisions, and I know it got better during their overhaul of the game around 6 months into it, but at that point I was just kind of done with it. I was like, that they waited way too long to fix this, but if the overhaul would have came earlier, it might have moved the game up a little bit, because I know after the overhaul it did get better. But yeah, like I said, so Call of Duty World War II is going to hold the number 8 spot. Coming in at number 9, we got Call of Duty Ghosts. This game was only really good for the competitive side. Public matches, there was just nothing really to wow you into wanting to play public matches. To prestige in that game, you had to start a brand new character, and that was considered prestiging in that game. And you did get a new icon and stuff like that, but that's just not, that's just not going to cut it for the prestige mode. And other than that, IEDs, the dogs, just everything about COD Ghosts, pubs, like on the pub side, was just absolutely terrible. I didn't enjoy it one bit. But, well, I guess Strike Zone trapping on Blitz was pretty fun. But other than that, nothing really fun about COD Ghosts. And coming in at the number 10 spot, can we get a drum roll, please? We got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Yeah, that's right. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare does make the top 10 list. Although I didn't really like this game all that much, even though it was a jetpack game. The skill-based matchmaking ruined it, and I'm a very good player. I'm not going to lie about that. I am a very good player. I like to play for my stats. I like to get high win losses. I like to get high SPMs and high KDs. And in this game, you just couldn't do that because of the skill-based matchmaking, which they introduced into that game. And it was just all hell for that game. You couldn't play it by yourself or with a party. And you just couldn't really play that game unless you bought these things called a God account. And what a God account was, it had over 100,000 deaths on it. People would sell them, and you would get into lobbies with just straight shitters because there would be no kills on the account, only deaths. And yeah, the fact that you have to play the game like that is what's going to hold it at this spot. You guys know what that means. Call of Duty Modern Warfare did not make the list. Super unfortunate because they're just too stubborn to make changes to the game, even though people like Swag and Korean have given them multiple options for what they can do to the game, and they're not even taking into account their options, and they're not listening to anybody in the community. They have their own vision for the game, and their vision's terrible, and it's just not a good game. It's not going to break my top 10. You can't even really reverse boost on that game. It doesn't work like that because they fixed it. And so you can't even have fun on that game in general. It's just not a good game, and it's super unfortunate because the way the gunplay feels and everything like that, the kill streaks aren't terrible. They're surprisingly pretty good for a Infinity Ward title, but the kill streaks just everything about it could have been so good, but they're just too stubborn. They have their own vision, like I said, for it. And so Modern Warfare 2019 is not going to make the list. With all that being said, guys, yes, this is the end of the video. Leave you guys' top 10 Call of Duties of the decade in the comment section below. I'd love to see what you guys think is the top 10. If you guys agree, disagree with my top 10, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, hopefully you guys did have a wonderful new year. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful 2020. I'm going to be grinding YouTube in 2020. And yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you could, leave a like, comment your top 10s down below. And I will be seeing you guys again tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a wonderful and safe day. Peace.